Yo, what's up everybody, it's Peace. Welcome to another video. So this is the follow-up video, the combo video to the Snake Eyes Melodious FTK build that I showcased last video. I'm going to show you a couple combos just to give you a feel for what the deck does, and then maybe you can improve upon it. That'd be great because this is obviously not the final iteration, but I wanted to get this combo video out before I took this deck apart and revamped it, just because I played with this list exactly, and I want to just make sure that you guys were aware of what I was dealing with in those videos of the duels that you guys saw. So first up, I'm going to start off with Ostinato, and then I'm just going to do the refrain normal summon. But yeah, there's a couple different ways to play this, but I'm going to show you what was in my head. So, my main, activate Ostinato. This will fuse from your deck, which is insane. You're going to use 2 refrains to summon out Bacha. Now, as I mentioned in the deck profile, this actually, you need to control no monsters in order to activate Ostinato. And then during this chain of events that happens after this happens, you can get Droll and Lockbirded. Which stinks, which is why I didn't play Instant Fusion. But I still think that there's value in playing Instant Fusion and Millennium Eyes Restrict. Because, I mean, like, it gives you an extra body, and it can negate something further down the line. But anyway, this combo alone gets you so much, and you'll see right now. So, on summon, the first thing that's going to happen is Bacha is going to special summon from deck. This is going to special summon your 3rd refrain from your deck. And then on summon, it has an effect to search. You're going to search the couplet, and then you're going to get drolled. But if you don't, Chainlink 1 is going to be your couplet. Since it was added to hand, you can special summon 1 from graveyard. So you're going to special summon your refrain. And then on resolution, you can go ahead and activate your couplet. Activate couplet's effect to search. This is where you add your melodious concerto. All right, so Concerto is the fusion spell that allows you to fuse with your pendulum scales, which is broken. So you're going to go ahead and activate Melodious Concerto to fuse. You're going to fuse one of your couplets, or your couplet and one of your refrains. Those go to the extra deck for your 2nd Bacha. Now, on resolution, you can activate both of these monsters, the couplet and the refrain. But the couplet will lock you into only what's it called? Summoning pendulum summoning light monsters, I believe, from your extra deck, or no, even from your hand. So you don't have to put this here. You can pop it with your Beyond the Pendulum. So in tournament, you'll see me only activate refrain. So I'll show you that combo. It doesn't change very much, except if your Beyond the Pendulum gets interacted with, but they would have already interacted with something already. So we're just going to activate the refrain to place that there. Now we can go ahead and activate our refrain's effect targeting our Bacha. This is what sends the other couplet. This is why we play 2 couplet to the graveyard, because it gives us an extra body, which turns on our vortex to protect the rest of our plays in case our opponent is holding something in the background. Now we can overlay with our 2 level 7 bodies to make the Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. And now we can link these two. The refrain goes to the extra deck, and the Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon goes to the graveyard to summon out the Cross Sheep. Now, the Cross Sheep basically only comes up for this line. So we're going to show that. So a lot of things happen on the summon of Cross Sheep. And you can set up your chain links whichever way that you want. But we're going to go Chainlink 1, Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon to special summon. Chainlink 2, Bacha to special summon from graveyard. And then Chainlink 3, Melodious Concerto to put itself back and draw 1 card. So we can put this back and then draw 1 card. We'll draw an Infinite Impermanence. Then Chainlink 2 will resolve, special summoning couplet. Now you can summon this couplet wherever you want, except zones 1, 3, and 5, because we want those clear for our Beyond the Pendulum. And then finally, Odd Eyes Absolute will resolve, special summoning our Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. All right, so now on summon, the Cross Sheep will trigger to special summon out our Refrain, our only target in graveyard for the Cross Sheep. So special summon that out. And now we just need to complete our scales. So you can go ahead and link off the couplet and the Cross Sheep for the copy of Beyond the Pendulum. Make sure the zones are free so that you can like pop your own scale if you need to. But activate effect on summon to pay 12 and search. And if your opponent has a response to this, you can just Vortex Dragon and put back one of the couplets into your deck. So from here, we're going to go ahead and search out Symphonic Warrior Guitar. This will complete our scales. If you, it doesn't really change much if you already had activated the couplet and you just left that there, because you can Pendulum Summon out here and then activate Beyond the Pendulum to pop both of the couplets and then free up your other scale. But like I mentioned, we left the zone free so that we could just easily activate this and then immediately Pendulum Summon. So you're going to Pendulum Summon the 2 from your extra deck, the 1 Refrain, and the 1 couplet. Now, you could choose to pop with Beyond the Pendulum. You could just pop these 2 to save space. And sometimes you want to do that because you need more space to resolve everything. So we're going to actually use Beyond the Pendulum's effect on summon to pop these 2 just to give ourselves a little bit more space. So now you got your 2 couplet in the extra deck so you can use your Vortex Dragon. And then you've got the 1 card that you drew off of the Melodious Concerto. And then now you can actually discard that card for your Symphonic Warrior Guitar. Obviously, you're going to have other cards in your hand, so you don't necessarily need to discard the one you drew, because if you drew a combo piece, then that's not very good. So you're going to special summon Symphonic Warrior Mike's, and then Mike's says, after you normal or special summon this card, you can normal summon 1 monster during your main phase this turn in addition to your normal summoner set. So that it just happens. It's a condition of the card. Very powerful. Now, let's just go through the motions for the standard FTK line. So you're going to go ahead and make Infernal Flame Banshee. You're going to detach to search. This is going to search you your Snake Eyes Ash. Now you get your additional normal summon. You're going to go ahead and normal summon this, activate effect. And this is why we cleared our board, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to actually do this. Snake Eyes Poplar effect to special summon. Snake Eyes Poplar effect to add. So we're going to add our Divine Temple of the Snake Eye. Now we need access to Oak, so we're going to activate Divine Temple of the Snake Eye, and we're going to place Oak from our deck or our hand to the field. Now next up, we need our Flamberge out on the field, so we're going to go ahead and link these, or activate Snake Eyes Ash effect to send, and special summon out our Flamberge Dragon. Just like that. Now you can go ahead and overlay for your XYZ Armor Fortress. Detach to search your 1 target that I had mentioned in the deck profile. Just so you can have an extra card on the field to ensure that you burn your opponent. This also baits hand traps. This was hand trapped during the tournament when I was going off. Because game 1, your opponent does not know what you're on at all. Like, there's no way they could know what you're on. So from here, what we can do to add that extra damage, you can actually Snake Eyes Flamberge to put something down. Probably just a Botcha, because that's probably the most useful. I mean, I don't really know. These cards aren't that good. But next up, you're going to link these 2 away. This also leaves room for you to activate your Crossout Designator if you don't want to use your Vortex. You link these 2 away for the Proxy F Magician, and then you can chain block, chain link 1, Snake Eyes Flamberge, chain link 2, Snake Eyes Poplar. So Poplar can just put down the Flamberge so that you can summon it if you get nibbed, which is really broken. And then you get to summon back 2 of your monsters. You can go ahead and summon back ash, and oak. Oak can even decide to add back the poplar here. But your zones are full, so you're not going to be able to special summon it off of that. But now is the time where you get to start to really burn your opponent. So the Proxy F Magician can trigger, which will fuse a machine. So it could be either Mike's or XYZ Armor Fortress and any one of your Pyros. So you're going to use Snake Eye Ash. You haven't used the Snake Eye Oak effect to special summon from deck, so I would leave that on the field just in case. So you get to fusion summon these two to summon out your Blaze Phoenix, the Burning Bombardment Bird. Now you activate the secret special ability of Proxy F Magician. It reads, if a fusion monster is fusion summoned to a zone this card points to, you can special summon one monster with 1,000 or less attack from your hand. So don't worry, you're not going to lose that value from that Snake Eyes Poplar. You get to special summon the Poplar here. Now, with just Ostinato, you've got a Blaze Phoenix with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards on field. So right now it would burn for 3,300. So we're going to burn for 3,300. And if you do need the extra damage, you could activate this, I guess, or set it to the field. Whatever you want. So activate, burn for 33. Link summon Proxy F Magician. And Blaze Bombardment Bird for Promethean Princess. Promethean Princess, activate effect, special summon. That's another 3,300 damage. This is not a hard once per turn. Next up, we're going to link off the Poplar and the Princess to make your Amphibious Swarm Ship Ambler Whale. Then you're going to go ahead and make your World Sea Dragon Zealantis. Activate effect. Banish everything. Then bring back. Now, this is a brand new Blaze Phoenix. So we can just go ahead and activate Blaze Phoenix to burn for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 3,000 damage. So they're already dead before we even needed to go to our Agave Dragon to burn for extra damage. So this is actually just kind of remnants from before when the combo only did 27, 27, 24, and we needed that final 200 damage from our 2 Flameburst Dragons in graveyard. But with this Ostinato combo, you don't even need that. You're already burning for so much, and you have extra damage that you didn't even need for no reason. All right, so now that you guys understand the basic combo with Ostinato, and then, by the way, the 2 cards left in your extra deck are Agave Dragon and SP Little Knight, which is really funny. Now that you guys understand that, I'm going to show you what the combo does with just Refrain, because Refrain is also FTK by itself, and I'll show you that. You just don't have as much protection, which is fine, versus the Ostinato, of course, which is why we opted to play the Small World, because there's a bunch of bridges that get you to Refrain, and Refrain by itself is FTK, Small World by itself basically is FTK, and Ostinato by itself is also FTK, and you've got those protection cards that I mentioned in the deck profile in the form of Called by the Grave, talents to draw, or if you can still combo, you can look at their hand, and then Cross-Out Designator to stop the main hand traps of the format, besides the Charmies, of course. So anyway, we're going to start off the combo with Refrain. Normal Summon Refrain, activate effect. This will search for your couplet. Now, this combo doesn't restrict you like Ostinato, where you have to control no monsters. So if your first card is Instant Fusion to summon a Millennium Eyes Restrict to protect you from your opponent's Droll, Ash, or Veiler, then do it. There's nothing to worry about. You can just go ahead and activate your Instant Fusion. I unfortunately did not have room because of the way I built this deck, unfortunately. But like I mentioned in the deck profile, I think what's really cuttable is the Odd Eyes package. And you can actually go a lot crazier by not having that protection. This is more if you're like trying to build a board and you've got 40 cards in your deck, but this was a 60 card version, so I do believe it was incorrect for me to play this. It might be correct in a different version, but this 60 card FTK version, no, I don't think this was correct. So now that you've added your couplet, you can reveal it and special summon a melodious monster from your hand, but I'm showing you the 1 card FTK, so we don't have anything else in our hand. This is just the Refrain by itself is going to FTK. This one also can special summon from grave, like we did in the Ostinato combo, but since we don't have anything, we don't get to use that effect. So we just add this. Now we activate it. We activate the effect to add Melodious Concerto. Now we can go ahead and fusion summon. So this will fuse these two, put them in the extra deck, summon out our Boccia. Now, same thing with the previous combo. You can activate both of these, but you don't necessarily need to. We're going to go through Beyond the Pendulum anyway to search. But for this one, I'll show you the example where we do activate both of these. So we're going to go Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Chainlink 3. They can't negate this because it says, while you control this fusion summon card, activated effects of Melodious fusion monsters cannot be negated. So you can chain block these. So, so first this will resolve special summoning from your deck. You're going to need those level 4s, guys. So special summon out your Refrain. And then you can scale both of these, Couplet and Refrain. Excuse me. Now, how do we FTK Pisai? I will show you. So now you can use this Refrain, target your Boccia to dump the third Refrain, because you need that level 4 monster in the graveyard so that your Boccia has something to reborn when you link it off, which is right now. You're going to link off the Boccia and the Refrain. So the Refrain will go to the extra deck, Boccia will go to the graveyard to special summon out your Beyond the Pendulum. You can go ahead and activate your effect. Chainlink 1, pay 12. Chainlink 2 will be probably Boccia to summon. And then Chainlink 3 can be Concerto to put itself back since Boccia went to the graveyard. So you're going to put this back, draw into your Infinite Impermanence. Oh, wait, no. If we want to add Insult to Injury, you draw into Ostinato that you can't use. That's funny. So you draw into your Ostinato that's dead. Then you special summon from graveyard the Refrain. And then you can search for any Pendulum monster in the game. Like the last combo, we're just going to search the Symphonic Warrior Guitar just for funsies. Yeah, so now at this point, you can only Pendulum Summon here. So you would Pendulum Summon the Refrain here. You're locked out of Pendulum Summoning with the Couplet. That's why sometimes it's better to not have that there and just activate this so that you can Pendulum Summon this as well, and then you can pop itself or the Beyond the Pendulum. But in this instance, we decided to leave that there. So we're just going to be Pendulum Summoning 1. So Pendulum Summon this out. And now we can continue with the regular FTK line. So you're going to go ahead and overlay these. Oh, wait, no, I messed up. I'm sorry. You only bring out the Refrain before. That is actually crucial because we need the extra normal summon. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to restart the video and do that all over again. But essentially, what you need to remember is that the Couplet doesn't, like, this needs to not be there. So you're not activating that in this combo either. So that you can activate your Symphonic Warrior Guitar and then Pendulum Summon these two. Now, in this instance, you don't necessarily need to pop anything because you don't have all that extra BS on your field, but you do need that extra normal summon. So you can go ahead and activate Symphonic Warrior Guitar to discard Ostinato or whatever you drew to special summon out the Symphonic Warrior mics, and now you have an additional normal summon this turn. Now you can overlay these. For your Infernal Flame Banshee. Infernal Flame Banshee effect to search. You're going to search your Snake Eyes Ash. Then you can overlay for your XYZ Armor Fortress. Armor Fortress effect. Search out your Reincarnation Unveiling Mail. And now we've got our two zones freed up so that we can normal summon our Snake Eyes Ash. Activate effect. Search Poplar. Poplar effect to special. Poplar effect to search Divine Temple. Divine Temple to place the Snake Eyes Oak. Now here's where it gets a little awkward and clunky because of your zones. So I like to actually make SP here with these two monsters. Funny enough. Now you can activate the Snake Eyes Ash effect cost to special out your Flamber's Dragon. Flamberge, you can once again put your Botcha down just to give you that extra damage. Now you need to link up into your monster that'll let you fuse. So you're going to go ahead and link these two off, your Flamberge and your Poplar, for your Proxy F Magician. So now you're not going to get the Proxy F Magician to special summon from hand because it's not in the extra monster zone, but you did need to get these guys off the field. Actually, you don't necessarily need to. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to actually change the combo a little bit. Instead of linking off the Snake Eyes Poplar and the Snake Eyes Flamberge, we're going to link off the Flamberge and the Beyond. Oh, but then we don't get the Poplar in our hand anyway. So it literally does not matter at all. Yeah. It doesn't matter. We're gonna keep the combo the same way. So link off, go into Proxy F Magician, then activate the effect of the Flamberge Dragon and the Poplar. Put the Flamberge Dragon down, and then bring out the Ash and the Oak. And then Oak can go ahead and give you your Poplar back to your hand. Now you can go ahead and fusion summon with Proxy F Magician. You go ahead and get rid of your Machine Monster and then your Pyro Monster to summon out the FTK card, Blaze Phoenix. Now from here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is already enough without using these cards to kill your opponent. So you're going to activate the effect, burn for 3,000. Then once again, you can link off anything for this really. Link off for Princess effect, Reborn for the Blaze Phoenix. Blaze Phoenix effect once again for 3,000. Then you would link off Promethean and Proxy F for the Amphibious Swarmship Amble Whale. Then you would link that off for World Sea Dragon, Zelantis. Then you can World Sea Dragon, Zelantis now. Banish these for special summon. Then you could burn for, I believe, 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, burn for another 27. So that's already game again without using the Agave Dragon for the extra burn damage. So that's essentially the FTK combo. It's a little scuffed, but I mean, that's to be expected. I haven't perfected this. But there's probably ways to make this even better and to end on an actual board if you can't FTK. I just haven't figured that out. So much has changed since we lost original Sinful Spoils, but the FTK is still viable, and I'm glad that I was able to find the Melodious engine and be able to do that. I think one of the commenters had mentioned the Melodious engine, and then another one had mentioned the Toy Box engine, but the Toy Box engine is not nearly as consistent as this. This one gives you access to a couple one-card FTKs. It's adding 6 cards into your deck that can one-card FTK. The 3 Refrains, the 3 Ostinatos, and then also you might as well throw in the Small World into that as well to be able to FTK your opponent, which is really fun. But I don't know if I mentioned it this video or if it was the other video, but any 2 Cybers monsters, you can link those off into Clock Lizard, put the Blaze Phoenix back, and then immediately fusion summon it again for a 4th burn. So, depending on the way your extract is set up, you can burn even more. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this extremely toxic video. I will be cooking again with this. Back when we had access to Linkaribo, this deck also played 3 Parallel Exceed. Now, if you link summon, you get to summon the Parallel Exceed from your hand to the field and then special summon another one. And since they were both summoned by a Parallel Exceed effect, they're both considered level 4 monsters. And you can go into your Banshee, which is a 1-card FTK already by itself. Because it searches your normal summon, Snake Eyes Ash, and it gives you your Machine Monster. So that by itself is also FTK. And then the Super Heavy Samurai package, Zelda Hat Tim is going to give me trade me I don't know, it's the Melodious monster that came in Rarity Collection 3, Quarter Century Bonanza, and it can banish 3 cards from either graveyard at quick effect speed. So you banish your spells, and then you can actually search Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy Wakaushi, and then go full Super Heavy Samurai combo in addition to that. which gives you either a level 5 synchro or a level 8 synchro or a level 4 XCs. Like, it just gives you so much access to a bunch of stuff just by banishing the spells and traps from your graveyard. And it allows you to use a cross-set designator, because in the combo, you're only going to have like Ostinato and maybe Melodious Concerto in your graveyard, but then you just banish those, and then you get to continue on from there, which is really broken. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little FTK combo video, if you're still here watching. And then subscribe for more. I should be coming out with some more crazy content soon. Now that I discovered how broken and cheap the Melodious engine is, I'm going to be cooking for a while. And then now that my friends gave me the Horus package for my birthday, I'm going to be cooking with that too. So if you're into that stuff, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.